All right, basically, as you know, we're kind of in phase one of a literacy initiative. We're going to move into phase two. Phase one is actually the words that you hear on the announcements every day. Phase two is the actual application of these words. We can't just assume the kids are learning the words. We want to make sure they're learning the words. So we've devised a great game that everyone is going to participate in, right?
Yes.
Wordo. The rules are very, very, very simple, a lot like bingo. Each first period teacher will be given a blank Wordo card. The blank Wordo card will look like this, not like that. Like this, all right? You will also be given a list of words to choose from. What you're going to have the students do: randomly put these in any order that they want. Fill in the blanks. All right? Once they've done that, it should look very similar to this. All right? There will be no changes in the announcements except for one aspect will be added. You'll get the regular word of the day, but now, in addition to that word of the day, you'll get a clue. The clue will simply be a definition, a prefix, a suffix that will describe any of the words that they could have randomly put on their board. Let's say that they can identify the definition and it is in fact on their board. What they'll do then, they'll simply go to their board and mark it. Ta-da! As you can see on the board, it is, you can read the word's not covered up. One thing to keep in mind: do not write in pencil. Do not mark anything out. If there's pencil or there's words marked out or it's scratched out, we're not going to use that card. I would hate for a kid to win, and because they used pencil or they marked out, they are not eligible for the incentive. All right? As the weeks go on, once a card has been filled in a vertical, horizontal, or diagonal order, they will then turn their card into the teacher. Hopefully the teacher is keeping a list of the words and definitions, and they can kind of verify that they do in fact have Wordo. Ta-da! Alright, if they do have Wordo, the teacher will then, in turn, turn the card into Miss Goyce. Stick it in her mailbox, physically hand it. Yay, Mary. Do not give the card to a student and have the student walk it over to Miss Goyce. A, they don't need to miss instructional time to do so. B, we don't know where that card is going to go. Please make sure Miss Goyce either personally gets it or it goes in her mailbox. She will then have the SDA students check over and verify that there is Wordo. If there is not, they'll get the card. The student will get the card back, and on the card it'll explain why they did not have Wordo. All right. Can we get the questions at the end? All right. As for incentives, Miss Mallory would like to explain to you what will happen if a student does get Wordo. Ms. Mallory?
Okay, before we get to the incentive part, and pardon me for looking at my little notes, just to recap what Coach Barr has just, the information he's provided you, blank cards will be placed in your mailboxes. For the month of November, you will get a list of approximately 35 words for each student. However, after this month, we will email you the list of words, and you can either print them or put them on the LCD display, whatever your pleasure. The students will select the words that they want to place on their individual cards, and as Coach Barr said, a definition will be given each morning over the public address system, and the students will mark whatever word that they have on the card. If they have that word on the card, of course they will mark it appropriately. Only vertical and horizontal matches will be allowed. There's no diagonal. You're going to put diagonal? Okay, we're going to put the diagonal on. Take that out. Okay. The individual teachers, as he said, will keep the card. Now, we know all our students are tuned into WIFM, What's in it for me. So here are some incentives. One, they will be given their certificate for winning. Their name will be read over the announcements. Their name will be posted on the school's website, and they will be entered into the monthly big giveaway. The amount and the card type later to be determined. Literacy team members, where are you? All right, stand please. Thank you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, direct them to these wonderful individuals, and then at our next meeting, we will address those and get back to you with a response. Thank you.
All right, just so everybody is on the same page, we will have this emailed to you out on CAB. The directions, how it works. I'll have the game boards. The whole thing will be on there. We're also we videotaped it. Hopefully we can turn this into a podcast. That way if you forget, you'll see my face, you'll hear my voice some kind of way, and you'll be able to remember. Once again, we will start this hopefully tomorrow. You will fill in the cards and allow the students first thing in the morning. I say first thing, first period, that way you do not forget and they have ample time to fill in the cards. And then the first word or the first word definition will be given on Thursday. Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm sorry, just to clarify, we as teachers keep the cards every day, or the kids?
The student will keep their own card every day.
Okay, that's where my problem comes in, only because I've seen it in the past, I've played bingo to review vocabulary in the same way. If they hold on to the cards then, there's nothing, I mean, not to be cynical, but there is a way that they can white out words, or they can change things up, photocopy them, I've seen it done before, so how do you avoid that, just as a curiosity?
Well, I mean, if you want to keep the cards, keep the cards. I'm just trying to keep as much work from the teachers as possible. Yes. Then that's their responsibility. If they lose the card, they don't have the opportunity to win. They'll have to wait until we start over, and they'll get another card. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we've already had one word this month. Is that automatically ineligible? Should we not have them put it on?
What we're going to do, the list of words that we send out, we want to pick specifically from that list.
Okay.
And the reason being is because we're still getting words.
All right, well, we have our word of the day, monthly calendar already in our name.
Right.
Are those the words we're gonna have them put on?
No. You will get a different
Oh, a
list.
different, okay, so I'm trying to put it with word of the day.
These are going to be
next-
words that you've had in the past. The whole
Previous
point of the
months,
game
right.
is to build, to maintain what they've already
Well, that's what I'm
learned.
saying. I saw the words from September on his card, but those aren't gonna be repeated in word of the day, or is it gonna be an
No,
additional
this is for
word?
maintenance. They've already had these words.
Okay, that's what I was trying to just.
Yes.
No, we're reviewing from October and September and adding November, correct?
November words, you'll hear those every day as the regular word of the day.
And then the word of the day will be something special.
Different October words.
Gotcha.
Anybody else? Thank you.